Watching journalists Hangout on TVC News. It appears some members of the Plateau State House of Assembly have murdered sleep when they removed the Speaker Ayuba Abok, as peace is yet to return to the hallowed chambers. Fresh drama is brewing in the state over the crisis as youth in large numbers besiege the State Assembly complex, and they are calling for the reinstatement of the embattled Speaker, Mr. Abok, who was last week removed by 6 out of the 24 members of the House. The youth with various placards say his removal violates the Constitution. What do you make of this scenario playing out? It doesn't appear to be resolved as at now.
I think there is a very strong suspicion that the removal was orchestrated by the executive. And interestingly, the bone of contention, the pendulum seems to me, from my own view, is on the side of the Speaker. Because what everybody is saying is that he has disagreement with the governor on security issues, yes, which has to do with something that affects the lives of the ordinary person in Plateau State. They are not accusing him of corruption. They are not accusing him of infidelity, but something that affects the lives of the people of Benue State. So I think I'm really surprised that should spur that kind of action from the executive to say, okay, the only solution is that we have to get rid of you. And from the reaction we saw this on Monday, it shows that the Speaker is actually a very popular person, in Plateau State, irrespective of the fact that they had replaced him with somebody from Bassa. He's a very popular person, and I think a lot of people on the streets are with him. So I hope that common sense will prevail, that both parties should come together, because there's no point having a kind of House of Assembly that is a rubber stamp for the governor or for the executive. There should be some kind of level of separation of powers, and that is what makes democracy to be very consolidated. So with what is going on, I think on the balance of strength, it shows that the Speaker is, he has a lot of supporters. And I hope the governor will be able to bend out a little bit, to common sense, so that they can resolve the issue without allowing it to flare beyond public expectations. And
it does seem, when I listen to your analysis, and it does seem to be a game of numbers, because if the reports are correct, 6 impeached to the Speaker. So it does seem like he has more lawmakers on his side.
And looking at the time they sat, 5:30 a.m. in the morning, that's an unusual time. If you have confidence in your mission, you go to the House and then make your point. But to now sit at an unusual hour, it raises a lot of suspicion.
And of course, Mr. Abok isn't going down. Isn't going down easily. If we look at the drama playing out, not only are his supporters also kicking against his removal, but he himself is also still alluding the authority at the House of Assembly to himself.
He wouldn't want to,
even though another person has been.
He wouldn't want to go down. He wouldn't want to go down like that. There are 2 things here: reason for removal and manner of removal. The alleged reason is because the man has been speaking against. It's not. He has been at loggerheads with Governor Lalong, and he has even stopped attending some of the public functions that the governor maybe organizes, where you have the governor. Now, even if he's the most corrupt man, whatever, even if you have genuine reasons to remove him, I mean, if they had genuine reasons to remove him, how was he removed? You have a 24-member house, 6 or 8, a report said 8, another report said 6. Now, for you to remove a Speaker, you must be 16 to touch majority. Now, they claim in a statement that 16 of them removed the Speaker, but the Speaker was having a meeting with 14 people. 14 of the lawmakers said to be
out 8.
So how did the 14 emerge? If you are saying that actually
the majority
16
are against
now,
him.
the manner, you see, I just sometimes you're just tired of these politicians. You wanted to remove someone, you were planning to remove a Speaker. You now prevented those you perceive to be loyalists, those you know to be loyal, from entering until a certain stage in the impeachment process.
All right. I'm afraid, let me interrupt you. Let's, get more information from our man, Ademola Lawrence, who is standing by for us, keeping tabs with the latest following the collapsed building that occurred in the Ikoyi area of Lagos, Gerrard Avenue. Hello again, Demola. So what is the latest at this time?
Hold on.
The situation is still ongoing, and of course they're trying as much as possible to rescue people from under the ground where they are actually trapped. Just 2 minutes ago, one person who is actually dead was actually moved away from the site now. But I can tell you that everybody is trying as much as possible. All the relevant agencies are trying as much as possible to make sure that things are calm, and they try as much as possible to make sure that the people who are trapped under the building are being rescued.
Okay, well, Demola, we have run out of time. I'm sure we will bring you pretty soon for more updates, because you said earlier on that the deputy governor had also come to see things for himself. We'll get back. In the meantime, let's wrap up the show. First, Paul, just finish up the thoughts you were saying earlier.
It's just a pity that we have a situation where men are stronger than institutions. But I think that they should find a solution to it, and if possible, the House of Reps, which has an oversight function over state houses of assembly, can wade in and see how to get them to resolve the issue in case they cannot resolve it or they don't want to resolve it at their level.
Okay, so there are legal options, there are also political options, but which do you think is the most viable at this time now to end the issues there? Not forgetting that, of course, there are security implications where you're having two sides, supporting whoever. That is bound to have some implications.
Level, the speaker may be right, but he will be negotiating from position of weakness, given the strength of the governor and control of a lot of institutions there, and also the support from outside the state. But history will be kind to him at the end of the day, that the speaker did what was right at the right time, that his people actually wanted him to do the right thing. But taking the legal option, it cannot be ruled out, except the problem associated with the delayed justice in Nigeria. It may take a very long time. But I think if he has taken if he is right, history will be kind to him at the end of the day. Okay,
we'll see how it all plays out in the end, and hope that for the sake of peace and security in Jos, in Plateau State, as a whole, and of course beyond, that everything becomes right again, and of course the main business of the day at the house is achieved. Thank you so much, Wale Adeoye and Paul Dada, for your robust contributions on the program today. And that's Journalist Hangout today. We thank you all for keeping us company. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11, and don't forget to also join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We're also on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Kemi Folade Emo. From all of us here, bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.